Well, it's my first official video on Nano Horizon Gaming, at least my commentary. And the reason, because I have 313 subscribers on my main channel, the reason I've been waiting so long to make a commentary on here isn't because of lack of news in gaming. I've been waiting for good news about gaming. And, much of the entertainment realm, including gaming, is just an absolute disaster right now for all the obvious reasons, but many not so obvious reasons. And this is going to be about Grand Theft Auto. It doesn't need to be a long video. I don't exactly know what I have to say. I don't script my videos. I just got an overview of the latest update for Grand Theft Auto Online, which I can't even remember its name. I'm not even joking. Gee, it totally escapes me. Fuck. Anyways, it's the latest update for Grand Theft Auto Online, and there's nothing there. It's literally just the entire thing is just a repackage. He just threw a bunch of stuff in there, some liveries. That's about it. And they hucked it out there like some enormous update, the biggest update ever, and it's like, it's a total joke. And you go on to the forums, you go on to the Steam discussions, and you look at what people have to say, and it's just, they fucking hate it. They absolutely fucking hate it. And I totally didn't see this coming. It actually, for once, blindsided me. Most of the time when it comes to either gaming, technology, or politics, I keep my head on a swivel, but not this time. I expected it to be solid. I just didn't have much interest in it. And when I saw the update, I just thought to myself, my God, these people really have absolutely no fucking idea what they're doing. At all. And they don't. They really don't. And if you doubt my judgment, man, all you gotta do is look at my other videos. Particularly on politics, People are coming out, like Tom from Moore's Law is dead, Cortex, Red Gaming Tech, Paul, not an Apple fan. And they're talking about how, maybe Intel really, maybe they're really in trouble. I fucking told you that 8 months ago. And I told you that based on, my judgment of their choices, or rather their lack of judgment represented through their choices. It's pretty easy to tell when people don't know what the fuck they're doing. One time, one fuck up, maybe it's a one-off. Two fuck ups, maybe things are going real bad and there's a lot of chaos over there, and these people otherwise would know what they're doing. But I mean, 3 fuck ups, 4 fuck ups, and they go out into public and they completely fuck things up over and over and over again, and they're proud about it. This is like this is the best thing ever. They're the best thing since sliced bread, and anybody who would ever doubt their capabilities is a complete moron. And there's no way that I can look at that and construe it as being, competence. It's not. It's total incompetence. They have no clue what they're doing. Number one, they don't even know that they have no clue what they're doing. Number two. Number three, they're proud of it. They're actually proud of it. They just look at themselves like, we're Intel. We're going to come out on top, because we always do. Because we always have. Well, no, that's because you've had competent people in place. But anyways, this isn't about Intel. The point that I'm making is that Grand Theft Auto was the shining beacon of gaming a very short time ago. It was the one thing that remained that said, don't worry, that told me, don't worry, gaming's going to be fine, they're going to make it through this. It's a real rough patch for sure, but if Rockstar doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, who does? That's ultimately what this comes down to, and they have no clue. They have absolutely no clue. They think, in their mind, everything is coming up aces. They're making huge numbers, as Donald Trump would say, huge numbers. And they're not. Their fan base is abandoning them in droves, and they don't even know. Their house is on fire, and they're just sitting in the middle of it like that fucking little dog meme. This is fine. And they're clapping about it. They think that it's a party. If you spent 1 or 2 minutes on your forums, you would know quite the opposite. If you spent 1 or 2 minutes in one of your online lobbies, you would know the opposite. But they don't. They don't care. They listen to, I don't know, their advisors, their engineers tell them what they want to hear, and to them that's good. Grand Theft Auto is going to be an absolute fucking disaster. I can see it coming from a million miles away. The next Grand Theft Auto, it doesn't, at this point, it really doesn't matter what they do, they're going to fail. Because they're completely decoupled from their fan base, disconnected. They have no idea what they want. They have no idea about the state of their product and what to do with it. You know, I've been sitting here waiting all this time to make a video, waiting for good news. Clearly, you know, good news ain't coming. And, you know, I got more on the consoles to come, but, you know, it sucks. Yeah, I really wanted to. Actually, I figured my first video, in spirit to my original channel, my main channel, my first video was about Grand Theft Auto, and it was covering, almost nobody saw it, of course, but it was covering information that I found on the spending out of Rockstar, and it was enormous. I mean, it was huge in the types of people they were hiring, and I said there's no doubt in my mind that they're developing some kind of online side to Grand Theft Auto, or I actually was thinking in my mind that they were going to go more like co-op, that these public lobbies would be kind of embedded within the story mode. That's obviously not what happened, but I wasn't that far off now, was I? I mean, online has its own story mode, so they broke it off from the main game, and they wrote its own story into it with its own timeline. So, you know, the information that I got, I made the most of it, and I was absolutely 100%, well, not maybe 100% right, but I was as close to being dead on as you could possibly get, going off of, you know, some rumblings on a forum. And I was waiting for Grand Theft Auto news so I could make, you know, a Grand Theft Auto 6 announcement. That's what I was thinking, because that's what I thought was coming. And here, lo and behold, all they do is announce Grand Theft Auto 5 again for the PS5. And it's so pathetic. They have no idea what a massive disappointment this is to their fan base, because they have no idea what's going on. So, you know, here's fingers crossed for Cyberpunk 2077.